A super quick passion paddock update today, just to say this is the picture. Snuggles and Patrick are like this, and Edie's like, so this is what I've seen on the camera as well. These two very close together, and Edie's just like, I couldn't care less. I'm just going to stay out of your way. So a lot of people have suggested in the comments that I now need to hold Edie. So yesterday I was holding Miss Snuggles, or the past few days I've been holding Miss Snuggles here, the chestnut mare, so that the stallion could cover the grey mare, Edie, because Miss Snuggles here was interrupting and like not letting them do it. So I was just keeping hold of her to give them a chance to do it, and that worked really well. A lot of people in response to that have said, oh, now I need to hold Edie so that Patrick and Miss Snuggles can have a go. So I'll just explain that I was holding Miss Snuggles so that she couldn't interfere, because that's what she was doing. Edie couldn't care less. Edie couldn't care less what these two do. She wants as little trouble as possible. She just wants to eat. She wants to stay out of it. Miss Snuggles goes up to her and she's like, go away. She tries to stay out of her way. So if these two would just leave Edie alone, she'd be perfectly happy. So I don't think there's a lot of use in me holding Edie. Trouble comes to her sometimes like this. So I guess trouble might come to us both if I was holding her. But I don't think that me holding her is going to achieve much, because she isn't actively doing anything. She doesn't want to be involved in this. So these two have got as much opportunity as they want to get together. She's not interfering at all. I think it probably would be better if I could take Edie out of here now, so that Snuggles hasn't got Edie as like a distraction. Believe me when I say I don't have anywhere appropriate for her to go at the moment. There's no good option for her to move to. This is the best option for her. So she's going to stay, and they're just going to have to work it out. She doesn't want to make any trouble, so she's trying to stay out of the way. So hopefully at some point over the next few days, Patrick the stallion here will manage to cover Miss Snuggles here. Let's see. I'll just remind you as well that Miss Snuggles is not my mare. She's a visiting mare. We don't normally take visiting mares. It's not something we often do, but a friend of a friend said, would we let her run with our stallion? Because what we do is natural cover, and that is specifically what they wanted. Natural cover, i.e. not holding the mare. So as much as everyone else wants me to hold the mare, I don't want to hold the mare. Her owners don't want me to hold the mare. We're not going to be holding the mare. We're not going to hold you for that stallion, are we? And where is your fly mask? If I was going to hold a mare for a stallion, I wouldn't do it in a setting like this. I would do it under more controlled circumstances. So holding onto a mare with a loose stallion as a solo handler is not something I'm going to do. Okay, let's see what they do. So she's very winky. She went up to him then, didn't she? We saw that. She went up to him. She's winking for him. He's got quite a lot of orange paint down his chest and in his armpit. He's going to lick, 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 lick. He is one for the wooing. People have said he does too much wooing. You can see Edie isn't paying any attention to them. Yeah, he's definitely one for the wooing. Maybe if he just jumped on, he maybe would stand a better chance. She definitely went up to him, and she's so hard in season now. And what's going to happen? Is she going to not let him on as per usual? We haven't seen her let him on. See, Edie's clearing off. Edie's out of here. Oh, Patrick, Edie doesn't want you anymore, I don't think. I think he just knows that Edie's an easy shot, but no, he's giving up on Edie as well. That's good. That means Edie's even less of a distraction. Previously, he was jumping on Edie, but I think today she really isn't in season anymore, so he's not even going to do that now, I don't think. The last few days, Edie has been in season, so he has been able to run up to her and just jump on, and she'll just let him, but I think she's out now, so she's not going to bother. Okay, so we're probably making a little bit of progress there. Edie's further out of the picture than she was yesterday. And Snuggles is really going up to Patrick, all full of hormones. Maybe we're not that far off her standing for him. And if she doesn't stand for him, she doesn't stand for him. You know, she still had a good experience with a stallion as a maiden. She's had a positive experience. And if her owners decide in future that they would like to take her to a stallion, to a stud where they will hold her and do in-hand cover, they can do that. And hopefully it'll go a bit better than it would have done if she'd not met this stallion. But the decision is, we're not going to do anything. We're not going to intervene. We're just going to let them get on with it. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. And she's going home after this season regardless. So that will be the end of the Snuggles Passion Paddock saga. But then what will happen is Ginny will arrive and Patrick will have a new maiden to woo. You can just see here how orange he is underneath here. Oh, Patrick, I was just going to show them how orange you are. I just told him off for stealing Snuggles' dinner, so he's in a bit of a strop with me. But you can see under his armpit there, he's really orange, and that is from Miss Snuggles' back end. He's trying out Edie again. I think he just knows she's a better bet, except she's not, because she's definitely out of season now. She wants nothing to do with it. She's got orange on her, though, on her bum, which I think she's got from his armpit, where he's jumped on Snuggles, not been successful, jumped off again and run to her, run to the wife. But look how much Snuggles likes Patrick. She really wants to eat the same blade of grass as him. And maybe this is one maiden that isn't going to get involved without being held or without AI. Fine. That's all fine. That will be down to her owners to decide what to do in the future. This is the experience that they wanted for her now, and this is what we offer, and this is what we've done. It may not be what all breeders would do, but that doesn't make it wrong. She's gone back to Edie, but I do feel like today she's shown less interest in Edie and more in Patrick. Maybe because Edie's come out of season. Maybe that's a good thing, whereas Miss Snuggles is definitely still in. So I'm hopeful over the next few days she might let him on. It's a last chance. It's a best chance.